I'll probably give it a sec. Yeah, leave. I'll probably do it now. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and you join us today on a very interesting evening as it's the final race of the season, SVOR F1 Brazil. Tonight in the commentary box you have myself, SV Bradford, and alongside me you've got SV One Shot. Good evening.
Evening. Turn down my game volume because that was a bit loud.
Wow. Q1 people. I think everyone's agreed that we're allowing donuts, but
That's even
one.
to Tony and Al, but they have quali bans.
All I'm gonna say, Lucasade has gone out on intermediate tires. the same as SVTGH 2020, and it's his last race of the season. Well, it's his first race and last race of the season, and it's his last league race before retirement. So he's having his final race here. He swapped up with me. So him and his brother SV Lucasade are going around the track as it's SV Lucasade's last race for SVOR as well for a while. So those two and SV Fridays are doing donuts this race. Yeah, Fridays is there he is. I better put my telemetry on that up as well.
Yeah, same actually, just reminded me there.
Well, it's going to be an interesting race. Well, especially for qualifying. Gangster Al and Tony have qualifying bans for retiring on track at China, so they are not allowed to participate in qualifying. But I think Lucas is struggling getting on the track. I think he is. So everyone has to pretty much do laps apart from Gangster Al and Tony. We have a new face returning for tonight, and that is Jord Key, who's just set a lap. Very well, I say unusual face, but having a little return. Nice to see him.
Jord Key goes P1.
Some changes. SV Ninjas is
in the Ferrari for tonight.
Yeah, as SVTGH 2020 takes his place in the Red Bull, and SV Skyline also is in the Red Bull, while LET Joe is in the Renault for this race. SV Friday's doing donuts.
Tony's just gone out on wets, by the way. On literally full wets.
What? I just noticed he was out. He is allowed to do donuts for the final race, but he's not allowed to set a lap. So he will do some donuts and then come back in to retire. But a little bit of off-board camera for the Alfa Romeo.
Them tyres are going to be red as hell, aren't they?
They're going to be burned. Joe's crashed.
Yeah, on the
Joe's out of qualifying. Someone please come into the pits. Someone please. I want to see whether our SV Skyline's out. Done a little bit of practice earlier he had a little bit of trouble getting out of the pit lane.
So did Fridays.
I'm pretty sure he had trouble because of Skyline having trouble. Quite nice to see them both survive coming out of the pit lane. But it's not LET Joe struggling a bit getting back into the pits, so he will no longer participate.
Oh my God, Gareth!
Oh, okay. That's a way to get disqualified. Um, just putting that out there.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah, that is one way. James has had a problem at one of the corners. I have no clue what the names are apart from the Senna S. That is all I know. Other than that, I'm a complete potato with corner
I'd
names
like to
on this
point
track.
out James is running a special helmet for tonight because he'll be in the Renault next season.
That is right. James LF1 starts his flying lap. Let's take it on board with him. I do want to see if anyone else is on. Is it me or is I was just on board with Kisbo in the pit lane. She literally stopped outside of the Racing Point garage.
Apparently that was Joe's AI. Crashed him. That was Pole as well, by the way, I might add.
That was as well.
Yeah.
Let's keep an eye on James.
Ooh, I like Luke's helmet for tonight.
I'll have a little bit of off-board from him while he sets his lap. That was... Who was that just set a lap then? That was Ranzi up into P5. Good evening, late joiners, to the final race of... oh my god! Oh my god, Jesus Christ. I've just watched Kieran just turn left into the pit lane at last moment, and it's put off despair. And he's bounced off the inside wall going down the pit lane, well, the start-finish straight, as Joe disconnects.
I got it.
Despair is gone a bit wide. I do also think everyone is allowed to do donuts, and him using medium or full traction isn't going to be very good, because I'm watching, he's not doing very well. There we go. Bit of off-board from the Racing Point, as that is SV Lucasade goes past into turn 6 now. I think he's on his in-lap. He's got... It looked like he had like a Nico Rosberg-esque helmet there. Because he has the black and blue, doesn't he?
Yeah. Ooh, I like Southern Pink's helmet for this race.
Kisbo starts her lap now. Let's see how she gets on. I've literally just took off all the HUD for Kiz's lap, so it actually looks pretty cool. To be fair, this isn't actually a bad lap. She's going to run out of ERS going to the line, but it's actually a very good lap. Only a 10th off paper stream, that's a good lap. SV Skyline's now out, just finishing his out lap, so he'll be starting on the time lap now. But I'm pretty sure Paper Stream's going to be one of the first out now to finish their lap, so let's stay on board with him. Previous lap was a 1 minute 9.9.
I'll invite Lecture again.
My TV is designed to put itself into power off mode then. That's nice. I don't want that while we are streaming probably one of the most important races of this season and for SVTGH 2020, who is P3 with a 1 minute 9.2. Very good.
That's
lap
quicker than
from
his
him.
practice time, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure it is, yes. As that is one of the Ferraris now out. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, that's SV Ninjas. SV Skyline finishing his lap now.
Run out of theirs.
1 minute 13.0, that's a decent lap. Just needs to save a bit of that ERS, try and not use too much of it on his qualifying lap. Only 2 people to not set a lap at the moment, and they are both on a lap. Dalex's internet is absolutely shocking. I've just went on board and he's went off of track, going mid-corner. I don't know what to make of that, but he is on a lap. So is RSF1 Hunt. Stuck a bit behind Skyline in the middle sector. That might cause him a little bit too much as Skyline spins. And he's crashed. He's gone. He's out of qualifying. As I noticed, there's a Ferrari doing donuts. I'm pretty sure that is... Yeah, that's Richard doing donuts. Very close to that wall, might I add. I think I've had more airing time on this stream with people doing donuts than people setting actual laps. Daleks crashes out and he's done a 1 minute 10.4 at the Senna S. Now, why is so many people crashing out on their laps? They shouldn't really be making too many mistakes on Q1 of all sessions. I know it's Q1 and not a lot of people have to push and it's the final race. But
I just point out Hunt went up into P4, by the way.
That's a very good lap. He's less than a quarter of a tenth.
James goes
behind
P2.
the Red Bull. That is a lap. He's 2/10 off of Darren, who is the only person at the moment into the 1 minute 8. Lucas Zaid is tapped the back of Kisbo. And, yeah, Rich is doing donuts in the middle of the pit lane. I don't... Oh, Lucas Zaid's got a grid point.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that should be it.
I don't know what's happening. I really don't. I have no idea, but I'm not gonna say much else. No point saying any opinions. Just leave it as it is. We'll let the stewards decide about it after the race. James is out of fuel, going on the penultimate corner. And I'm pretty sure Ninjas is finishing up his lap now. Or at least getting ready to start one.
No, he's just yeeted it into the fucking pit.
Yeah, I've just watched. Jesus Christ. We went from 2 viewers down to 1 viewers. Now we've got an extra 3. I guarantee you they are all racers that have retired. Good evening for the final race of the season. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that, but Q1 has about 97 seconds left. Being a bit precise, but got about 90 seconds left now. So don't think very many people will be coming out. Richard comes back out. I'm pretty sure he wants to improve his lap time. George Key has retired in the pit lane, so not very many people left.
So there's Randy.
I have a question. For qualifying, who do you think will be on pole in what time do you think they're going to be around?
I'd say 1 minute 8.2 is the quickest around here. Or 1 minute 8 is quick enough.
Well, that could be a pole time, but is that what you think pole position might get?
Yeah, I'm trying to think who though. I'm either saying James or Dan. James is doing donuts.
He's on intermediates, so he's bringing up the trend of using wet tyres. But that came to an abrupt end as his AI is taking control. But Richard's the only one on a lap. What can he do? He's in the middle of Sector 2 now. A little bit of back-end loss going into the hairpin, I'm going to say, because it kind of is. Good exit. Straight down on the power for this flat left-hander. 7 tenths down, but doesn't need to improve. He's P8.
He's in Q2.
Down the back, down to the start-finish now. DRS wide open as he comes down to the line.
Takes a shorter line.
1 minute 9.7, I think that was shown.
Nice,
But I think he was in the 1 minute 10s for that final lap, but it came up with his PB literally as soon as he crossed the line. But that's Q1 done. AMS Darren takes provisional pole for qualifying 1. James is in second. George Key is third.
At qualifying we've got Joe,
So-
Daleks, Kisbo, Skyline, Al, and Tony.
Well, only
And
the
we've got
top
Luke
13.
with a 5 gross. And we've got Luke with a 5 place grid penalty, which is undeserved, really, in my opinion.
So, Jack, I would suggest getting the comments up because I'm just going to put a question to the viewers. Who do you think is going to get pole position for the final race of the season? Comment down below.
Ooh,
And it's rain.
Q2. The wet Q2. Ooh,
Rain.
This changes
So,
things.
well, this changes the qualifying time for pole position. And my question is, are they going to be on the dry tyres when they start, or is it automatically changed into wet? In the Mercedes garage for SV Lucasade, the AI's put him on softs. The same with that Red Bull of SV TGH 2020. The same with the Ferrari of SV Ninjas. I think everyone's starting on softs, most likely. So.
George's on mediums.
Same as Despair, I think has just came out of the pit lane now. But there is a massive train that is Richard, both Williams, Alfa Romeo, and a Racing Point. And then there's a massive train of... Oh my god, Darren has just lost his back end coming out of the pit lane, so he's had to cross the exit line. You might want to send Daleks an invite in a sec because he's changing his Instagram
Yeah, I
over.
saw. Yeah, I saw.
For some reason, it won't allow me to invite them. I have no clue why. Let's just... there's a Red Bull out first, so let's go on a lap with the man himself. SVTGH 2020.
Yeah, I think everyone just started slowing down though, aren't they now?
I don't think the rain is gonna like stop or improve, so yeah, I think Kieran might actually get pole on this one. Due to he's out first, he's gonna have the better grip than everyone else. He's getting that front right a little bit on the grass on that straight, going down to turn 4. Oh, he's lost the back end. Oh, that was a very, very close save. Very, very good reflexes at the same time. And that is Lucasade behind him in the Mercedes. Hunt is holding up both McLarens going into turn 7 or 8. But he lets them all past. Ramsey ran a bit wide going into turn 6. On the penultimate corner now. Running down to the DRS activation zone. DRS is wide open down to the start-finish line. Might be fastest man. Oh
Luke.
no, Luke goes. Then James. Ninjas goes 3rd.
Now Fridays
goes pole. Darren goes 2nd. George Key on the mediums goes
Williams
8th.
1-2.
Darren and James are going very, very, very slowly.
Yeah, they're moving out of the way for people. The spare's invalidated.
Now. Not on my screen. What, is he invalidated now, or...?
I think he invalidated his first lap.
It's not said he... Well...
Because he came out near enough at the same time as the other lot, so...
Ah, there we go. Yeah, he invalidated.
That's a Ferrari
same
the
as
wrong
paper
way.
stream. That is
Garage.
Ninjas. I have no clue why, but he's trying to steer left, and the car wants...
Oh, he just got disqualified.
Yeah, he was trying to he put his foot straight down on the throttle and he was trying to go left. Kind of mugged this, same as Daleks and Joe of their quality times getting into Q2. Despair, wide open with the gearbox glitch. Cross the line P6, no not P16, P11 with a 1 minute 16. Paper stream down to the start finish line. And he goes P12. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be returning to the pits. I think is too wet for anyone else to carry on.
I don't think this is going to ease up either.
I'm not 100% sure, but people might...
Gareth is not happy.
Well, to be fair, he was trying to steer left when the car was trying to put him round the right way, going to the right. But Hunt makes his way back into the pit lane. I don't think he was going to improve. Southern Ping, I think, is making a return back to the pit lane now. James LF1 and SVTGH 2020 have put on the intermediate tyres.
I think Spare's out of fuel.
He is, yes. At least he was able to put a time on the board.
Now we'll try and find Jonah.
I have just noticed Jord keyed down a 114.8 on the mediums and he's P7. So if it stays how it is, he will start the race on the medium tyre, while everyone else starts on the soft tyre. So by the looks of it, people are either going to go out practice some wet tyre runs, or they're just going to sit in the garage and retire. DRS has just been disabled, so anyone who is on the dry tyres out on track now will not improve.
Some Badonic Clank, wherever his fucking thing is. He's just left the session as well.
And James has crashed out going round turn 5.
I saw that.
So he starts
Back at the
P10.
grid.
P10. Well, he kind of is guaranteed Q3 at this point, so he will start P10.
No, he gets singed right out. I think they're in there,
No.
just gone down.
He starts there, unless Despair and Paper Stream don't. Well, if they improve, James will start P12. Lucasade has joined. He was retired from the session, and it was same as Kisbo. They're both back in now. That's good.
No, if you crash out in qualifying, by the way, you get automatically. You won't go into Q3.
Yeah, but you keep the bottom of the grid.
You keep the bottom of the grid, yeah, but you just don't go into Q3.
Like James won't participate in Q3, but he'll keep the last position in Q3, so only 9 people will drive.
Is it even
this is
worth
just
carrying on? Like, they're not going to improve, are they? Let's be honest.
No, I think they're just getting some info on the intermediate tyres. To be fair, I don't think very much people might have practiced in the rain. So.
Oh, I've let Joe know, by the way, if he's not on the grid, like when the race starts, he has to let us know, so we can ask Kieran for a restart.
To be fair, I'm not 100% sure if we will restart due to we did start at 8:05, which then means we don't restart. Is in the rules if you guys want to check it. But let's actually go on board with someone who's driving this time instead. So I don't think very many people are going to improve. Rich has invalidated his lap time. And RSF1 Hunt is starting in sector 3 now. Yeah, this is going to be the point in quali where it's going to be a little bit quiet from us, as not a lot of people are going to be doing very much.
Oh
As
my
Hunt
God.
loses the back end. and that just very, very hard in these conditions. I have a slight feeling everyone is going to be using their dry setup, so it won't be very well in these conditions. But Despair is on his outlap. Get a little bit of information on these tyres. George Key retires from session. Remember, put in the comments who do you think is going to get pole position for the final race, as I'm pretty sure that's Despair's doing a bit of drifting.
When did he say he was using manual gears for tonight?
Yes, he was.
Doesn't look like it.
you know he is, because he's revving the gears down pretty quickly. Actually, it's hard to tell. It's actually slowing him down. Joker Nafa goes Kieran for pole. He's going to have a lot of competition for that pole position for this race. He's got both Williams, George Key, James. He might have Ramsey and Lucasade in the mix. SV Gorilla is me.
And he's just lost it.
Okay.
And there's
okay. That ends Q2. The people not to make it into Q3 is James LF1, LR Despair, Paperstream, and SV Ninjas. So, that's the very, very tasty wet session there. So, go ahead into Q3, the final qualifying session of this season. George Key is the only person that will probably start on the mediums going into the race. Well, who is in the top 10. I just decided to put myself in the chat, Luke, for pole. Just because, why not?
He has got a 5-place grid penalty though, remember?
It doesn't matter, as long as he gets pole is fine. As long as he gets pole, I'm going to be happy. And it seems to be dry again. So it changed absolutely nothing. How could Codemasters do this to us? They're still showing to be on intermediate tyres though.
There's a Red Bull coming out.
DRS has been enabled, so yeah. Time for dries. Shut up, Jack. Leave Luke alone. No penalty can stop him. Precisely, yeah, Jack. Shut up.
Who said that?
Oh, Nathan.
You shouldn't be watching Nathan.
He's not participating in the rest of quali. Richard puts on the mediums. Well, to be fair, what else is he going to be able to do? So
You can watch through the
he's got to sit there and watch. He's got to wait another 10 minutes. Just, there's nothing wrong with him watching it for the moment. As soon as the race does start, don't you dare watch the stream. But this VTGH 2020 is possibly going to come back in to put on some soft tyres. that is Friday's first out of both Williams. And then it's Southern Ping.
Yeah, he's coming back in.
Then everyone else is going to follow him in this. Have a look at Fridays. Yes, Fridays is into the pits. Southern Ping, does he follow in? No, Southern Ping goes out for a lap. Darren also comes back in, so both Williams are back. Hunt comes back into the pit lane as well.
Richard comes out in softs.
Well, let's watch Southern Ping do his lap, as he's going to be the first one to set a lap.
Purple sector 1. Goes extremely
very
wide
wide.
At turn 4.
To be fair, if you put more water on the track, you'd have been classed as a boat. Jesus, just sneeze there. I blew up everyone listening to the stream with my sneeze. Alright, but hard braking down into the hairpin. Well, I say hard braking, you barely went full on the brakes. Yeah, I think he's going to pit as well. SVTGH 2020, SV Lucasade and RSF1 Hunt are actually on the medium tyres. But down the start finish straight now.
Goes extremely
Southern
wide.
Ping in a pit.
Yeah, he does.
And it doesn't matter, he's in the pit. So, on board with Richard now. I'm gonna say his lap because it's just the track's still drying up. I'm gonna say it's a 1 minute 11.3 for the first lap. This is back end step out already. But yeah, as he's one of the first to lay some rubber, he's not gonna have the quickest lap time. So I'm gonna say a 1:11 for the first time lap. Fridays is behind him, so I'm not sure how this lap is going to go for everyone behind Richard as slow down to save his ERS after this lap is finished.
Yeah, Friday's backed off a little bit.
I don't think George King needs to back off. Darren is slowing down a huge bunch. Let's go on board with Fridays now, as he's going to be the second person to set a lap time. George Key will be the third. So, how do you think these guys are going to get on their laps as the track is still wet?
I'm going to say 1 minute 9 is probably the quickest in this condition.
I could see that. From the first round to China, as you've pretty much watched every single race, who do you think has done well this season?
Richard, probably. He's been the most consistent, I'd say. Richard and Randy have been the most consistent.
I think they've been in the points every single race, I think. As that is George Key going side by side with Fridays going down to the line. So George Key goes first.
He was getting his toe there.
1 minute 10.6. I don't actually think Fridays was very comfortable with these conditions, as Darren down to the line, 1 minute 10.1, half a second quicker than George Key. Oh, I just noticed.
P3 as well.
He's on mediums. Ramsey goes P3 then with a 1 minute 11.2, and SVTGH 2020 with 1 minute 11.6. Very good lap on the mediums. Hunt with a 1 minute 12.6. I'm not sure if he made any mistakes, but probably he might have. Southern Payne comes around the penultimate corner now. I think he's doing well for this lap at the moment. I thought he was coming into the pits then. Down to the line, 1 minute 10.4, puts in P2, 2 tenths in front of George Key. Don't know why I said 2 minutes. No clue why. But everyone should be making their way back into the pits now. Hunt finishes his lap. Puts himself P3, 1 minute 10.5. Very good very good lap for the Mercedes driver.
DJ Hayes is just the fastest second sector.
As I've just watched Darren and Ramsey just race into the pit lane. No clue what's happening there. To be fair, there was no need to go that slow into the pit lane. Shouldn't really be overtaken into the pit lane.
Luke is invalidated.
I think he's on his in lap. He's been on 0%. A lot of this time. Southern Ping into the pits. Probably the same with RSF1 Hunt.
And Luke is
as yeah.
Rich has come back out again.
He's on the mediums again. Now, Rich has just done his first lap on a set of mediums, didn't he?
Set of soft.
Why did he come out on the mediums?
Don't know.
I'm confused, but
Ramsey's back out again.
Skyline just put somewhat in the Twitch. He went, Luke said he sneezed. He done a Logan Paul on him. For God's sake, Luke, don't you dare sneeze 2 more times. Don't you dare. You can't do this to us.
Racing point is Simon Ping out.
Well, I'm going to stay on board with Rich as he's starting his lap now on the mediums. Have an onboard lap. And I'm going to instantly go off board on the straight because I'm just watching him drive straight. Southern Payne might hold up Richard, not sure, but doesn't need to at the moment. He's definitely up on his Sector 1 time, the track is now dry. Kinda hesitated going into the hairpin there when
Darren's back out again.
Albon down the start-finish straight now. Richards opened his DRS. He's going to run out of VRS on the line. And he sets a 1:10.2, good P2. That is actually a decent lap on the mediums. Southern Payne starts his lap. I'm not sure. Ramsey's next.
He's just invalidated.
A little bit of who, Ramsey?
No, Southern Payne.
I think Ramsey might go provisional pole. He doesn't. I don't think he's opened his DRS.
Yep.
1 minute 9.7 from Ramsey goes provisional pole position. 30 seconds left of the session. Everyone is pretty much out on the lap now. Darren's on his out lap, but
Friday's is 8/10 up on his time.
Fridays is next. Unless Rich goes again. Fridays is up, and so is SVTG8. We're going to end it on him. We'll end this lap on SVTG8 2020. Exit out the final corner. Fridays goes Paul with a 1 minute 9.0. Just taking the words out of your mouth is SVTGH goes to the line, 1 minute 9.080, goes second.
Lucas
third. That will
be
four as George Key sets the fastest lap of a 1 minute 8.4. Where did that come from? What am I talking about? Expect that, he's quick. 1 minute 9.7 for Ramsey, puts in P5.
Hunt's a minute and 5 up on his time.
1 minute 8.9 from Hunt puts him front row of the grid. Darren's 1.7 up. Pole position from Darren. I'm just going to invite a secret someone to the party. Here he is. I don't think he expects joining, but he's going to get an invite anyway. So AMS Darren starts first. George Key lines up on the second row. RSF1 Hunt is in third. Fridays is in fourth. SVTGH for his final race. Include your audio, please. SV Lucas Sade will start 11th. Because he's got a 5-place grid penalty, which means Ramsey, Rich and Southern Ping will rise up one position. You included your audio?
Yeah.
So that was SVTGH 2020 joins us in between quali and the race. I just want to see how your final quali session went for your final league race.
Yeah, it went well. I was hoping for a little bit more, but I made a couple of mistakes on my final lap. Yeah, I probably could have got second row. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting race. It's going to be touch and go. Hopefully there'll be some safety cars. Fingers crossed, get me back into the race, because I feel like some drivers are probably going to pull away quicker than others. But starting on the softs at the start, I think quite a lot of people are going to be doing that. Apart from Jorky, everyone else and the spares obviously, all starting on softs, so it'll be interesting. But yeah, that's basically all we really have to say. Obviously, that's one half of the weekend done. Or obviously, I just got to do what I can in the race. I'll try and get myself a podium, but anything in the final races, I'm going to be happy with. So.
Well, I was about to ask you how do you feel for this race, but you pretty much just said I would ask you a little bit more, but you've got to prepare yourself for the race. So yeah. I'm going to say good luck, and I'll talk to you at the end.
Yeah, alright, thank you very much.
I actually don't think he wanted to join then. I kind of don't think so, but I want to make it a little bit special. But, so, who do you think is going to get a good start in pull away?
It depends on how they start, really, to be fair.
Alright, who do you think is going to win?
I'm going to go with Darren. He seems like he's got the pace around here. Hunt seems like he's got the pace as well. So, I'm going to go with Hunt or Darren.
I'm going to go George Key. He's second on the mediums. All he has to do is just stay with Darren He doesn't have to work his tyres, he just has to sit behind and let Darren use his tyres, and then when Darren has to pit, George Key can go, just literally pull away, use most of his tyres. Kind of like what I did at China last week. So, I think George Key. Not 100% sure when people are going to be going. So, just gonna wait. I'll do a whole grid rundown when the formation lap is
You could do it now, to be
starting.
fair.
I'm gonna do it like what I do in real life. Make it real. Just gotta wait until everyone's ready.
Well, until TJH is ready, anyway.
He's going at 9, so we've got 2 minutes.
Yep. I know fuck about my laptop quick.
Someone's not on the grid. We have 18 drivers, not 19. Or did we have 18 in the first place? I don't know.
I think it's kids.
No, Kisbo's there. If you come out of the race director and that, she's the 4th one.
Oh no, she is there. I'm on the racing director.
Yeah. Gangsta Al, Joe, Daleks, Darren, Southern Ping, Skyline, Paperstream, Hunt. Lucas's there. I just noticed, Joe actually set the fastest lap of the whole qualifying, I think. And he starts 14th. That was just pointed out to all of us, so...
Yeah, I saw.
Well, SVTGH is readied up. So, formation lap is going to start in about 10 seconds. Remember to put your telemetry on as well.
Yeah, I know, it's a pain in the ass. I hope they're thinking it for next game.
They've actually added a lot more stuff for the next game. On YouTube, some of them have said that they've added more cameras to the game. As I've just watched Darren spin off of the line.
Yep.
Well, Darren's in pole position. George Key 123 second, who I'm pretty sure is going to be leading into the start of the race. RSF1 Hunt in P3. SV Fridays 4th. SVTGH 2020 P5 for his final league race. Ramsey in P6.
Grid already.
Richard is 7th. Did not expect that. Well, I kind of expected that, but not then. Darren's also on the grid as well.
Yeah,
so that's going to be a nice start for him.
He got disqualified.
Because he spun off the start.
Yeah.
That's his own fault. Southern Ping is in 8th. James is in 9th, who is back on track. Ella Despairs as well, 10th. Starts on the softs. SV Luxade, 5th place grid penalty, puts him down in P11. Paperstream in P12. Ninja's 13th. LET Joe 14th. Daleks 15th. Skyline 16th in the Red Bull. X Gangsta Al X in the Haas starts 17th. Tony starts 18th. And Kisbo starts 19th.
Did she have a 5-place grid penalty as well then?
She must have, because I thought she qualified like 17th, 16th.
Yeah.
I've just noticed, Adam has passed. Adam and Fridays have passed. Well, Hunt and Fridays have passed Jordkey, going down to.
I think they passed him just. I think it was the AI when the AI took over.
Lining up onto the grid now. All we got to do is wait for Kisbo to put her car on the grid. I actually have a cringy way of doing the 5 laps. I might as well show it because it's probably the last time I'll probably do this. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Lights out and away we go for the final race of the season, and it looks to be a good start from Jordkey. But Hunt gets an even better start and goes right to the outside. That was going to be side by side. Hunt goes up into P2, gets a bit held up going down, and loads of people going side by side going down the San S's.
Fridays is going past Jordkey already.
I've got to go through some. Jordkey's lost a bit of the back end. SVTGH 2020 has kept his position. Friday's up into P3 now, making it a Williams 1-3. Oh, Jordkey taps the back of Fridays. Rich has been put into a little bit of a spin and gets hit by Southern Ping.
What the hell is that camera angle doing?
Skyline's lagging a bit, but Ninjas is P14. Both racing points have just went side by side, may I just add. Very intense race, and we've only just finished the lap. Darren has pulled away.
Fridays is already on the back of Hunt.
To Mir, Joe is going side by side with James. I've just watched a house go wide. I think Daleks has just ran off track. He's made an incident with someone who's got no front wing.
Who?
Daleks.
Oh yeah, he was right side.
We might as
I
well
was
go
on the
through
hard
grid and
side
see
of my
who's...
house, by the way.
Ramsey is
Ramsey.
left, so he's left
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, I'm going back now.
I don't think he's going to be very happy. The stream is glitching a little bit, but... Oh, I've just... James has spun. Hunt and Fridays are battling. They've just swapped positions. Darren sets fast his lap. I am literally just going through everyone. That's all I'm doing. So let's go on with Skyline.
James. James is spun again.
All I'm gonna say is Skyline's internet is lagging. Ninjas makes a dive up the inside to turn 4.
Despair and Lucas
One of
are
the
having
main-
a battle by the looks of it.
I'm gonna have a look at that now. Despairs goes up the inside, going into a very hard corner to overtake on. Now it's Despair.
Guys, point
and
out
Richard.
by the way, Joe started 14th. He's already up to P6.
Yeah, in 2.5 laps.
Yeah.
Kisbo
Kids
is just spun.
Yeah, I saw that.
We spoke to her earlier, and I don't think she was in the mood to race. I don't think she's also practiced very much as well. So, James is going around the outside of Gangster Owl around the penultimate corner, and he's just made it work. Now, that is the overtake that I think I want to see more of from James. As James drives into the pits, he's spending the pit lane. Don't you dare retire, James. Don't you dare retire. Don't do this. Alright, he's pitting to the mediums. Let's go back up and have a look. SVTGH is in P6, so he's only lost 1 position to Joe, who's went up 9. He is the biggest winner. And James LF1 is the biggest loser at the start of this race. Tony is in P12 making up 6 positions. This man needs to be driver of the day. I'm not even joking about this man who's done very well this race already.
Yeah.
He's also had no practice as well, and he's 2 seconds behind his teammate who's battling with Southern Pink. It's nice to see Randy back in as Darren sets the fastest lap. Joe and George Key are battling. They're both on the same tyres. Joe decides to try and go around the outside, can't make it work. George Key gets first penalty.
No, that was James.
No, that was George Key. He just said it.
Yeah, James got the first penalty because he got a 5-second one. Speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah,
he gets his
3 seconds is the one we need to worry about more because
he's got
James
the official one. The official one was on track.
James's one pretty much won't count because he'll have to pay again. So, oh, this is going to be a nice battle between Mercedes and the Ferrari of Lucas-Aid and Richard.
The soft died quite quick round here, didn't they?
Kiz is in the pits now.
Yep, she retired.
This is going to be good. Despair is on the back of George Key and SVTGH. I'm intrigued to see how this is going to go. Despair has tapped the back of the Red Bull. George Key is still on the back of Joe. I think I've just saw a lock-up as well up in front. It's a nice aerial camera to see the Racing Point, the Red Bull, the McLaren and a bit of the Renault in there. And meanwhile, Richard gets past Lucas-Aid as Scarlett gets a 3-second time penalty.
God damn it.
Matty Boy RCFC puts I'm driving for Racing Point next season. Yeah, you will be partnering SV Ramsey in the Racing Point next season. I don't know how, but when did Fridays get past Hunt?
When on the start-finish straight, he lost concentration and went onto the grass.
He's doing well to keep it in P3 though.
He has let Joe
literally,
behind
there's a
him,
train. There is a train from literally 2nd to 7th. This is the fight that everyone wants to see. Despair, SVTGH, George Key, LET Joe and RSF1 Hunt with SV Fridays starting that train. They're all literally in DRS. Apart from George Key who's 1.1. SVTGH is actually going to go make a move around the outside. They're going side by side into turn 1. Takes it to
what a
move!
Takes
the inside. That is amazing. No, I lied. Sorry, James, but that needs to be the overtake. Back up into P5.
And Despair goes down the inside.
Despair goes for an absolute dive into turn 4. Jordan's lost 2 positions in 5 corners. Amazing racing from these 3.
He's spun it.
Lucas crashed. Oh, Luke crashed there. VSC. George Key, I don't think would be very happy with
I wonder if he
getting
wants to come join us in comms.
Could send him an invite, yeah, if he wants. Could have a little interview as well. Tony, one place off of points, as by the looks of it, the safety car, the VSC will begin to, well, I say go
What
into the
happened?
pits, but it's not an actual safety car.
Lost it coming out of turn 3. Turn 4. Well, I think it's turn 4 to be fair.
Oh my god, Joe has just went around the outside of RSF1 Hunt, going outside of turn 3. Going down to turn 4, he's going to be on the back of Fridays. He's went up 11 positions. Wow. You actually did you were doing pretty well until the moment of collision with the barrier.
Yeah.
I did notice that you and Richard were battling a little bit.
Oh yeah. It's quite
You
fun.
wanna? No, I was
Personally,
actually pretty excited to see that battle.
I think
but
your
then
grid
when
penalty
Rick
was
passed,
undeserved as well.
No. It's not her fault. I don't know. It's, but yeah.
I actually had no words to what was happening. I think that was actually the point you got the grid penalty, is when we both tapped each other in the pit lane.
Well, to be fair,
But we move on.
She got the
Joe
grid
in
penalty.
Fridays.
Yeah, she got the grid penalty because, you know. So
Did she get
Richie
grid
was
penalty as
second.
well?
Yeah, she got grid penalty as well.
Yeah, we were confused why she started last. Joe tries round the outside of turn 4, leaves the track to actually get the move done. That could possibly...
Despairs and
I would...
TJH having a battle.
Well, TGH's move on Jord Key around the outside of turn 1 was absolutely amazing. Also, he's running a very nice gold helmet for this race as well. It's like a goldy yellow-ish helmet. I can't actually...
I think
see it
Hunt's run
properly.
the same exact one as well, near enough.
I think they were both discussing it the other day, and
Good keep hits.
I think he's got damage, to be fair. Let's see. Into the pits.
No.
No, he's
No,
just
let's
going
go
in
for
for
a
a
second
routine
time
stop. Did he go on the Hunt? Because
No,
if
he
so,
does.
he's going for the 2-stop. Yes,
Oh, I'm saying
I'm
this now,
pretty
by the way,
confused.
Brad. I think Joe should be driver of the day. Already.
Nah, it's Tony. Tony is in the points. Tony is in the points.
Come on,
Right, I'm
Joe's
pretty
made
sure-
11 places in 11 laps.
Yes, but he's one of the quickest drivers. His Q1 time was going to be the pole time. Tony has went from 18th to 10th in 11 laps. That is actually a good thing.
Despairs
to
with
do.
the 37 time penalty.
Despair is on the back of Hunt, going down into turn 1. Not going to make the lunge. LETG gets a 3-second time penalty.
There's going to be a lot of penalties coming out of them, out of the centre races.
He tries to go for the move, but he can't outbrake Hunt. Daleks and Skylight.
Right.
I'd say
Head
battle,
off anyway.
but
Talk to you guys and
Right.
later on.
thank you for joining us. It's a shame it had to end with that. Remember, you had a Jensen Button send-off, to be honest. Jenson Button didn't actually finish his final race, did he? But nevertheless, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
And you. Despair is making a move on getting into turn 1. Tried to go around the outside, couldn't actually do it. Oh, that is a virtual safety car, and that is Skyline. Crashed.
How
Richards
did
in
you
the
crash
pit.
there?
I'm not 100% sure if he made a collision with anyone.
How did you crash there, though?
I do think he made a collision. I'm not gonna lie. I don't actually think he lost it. But Richards chose the perfect time to pit onto the mediums under the virtual safety car. James pits for the second time. No, he's doing a stop go. That's why. That should have been a safety car, a full one.
On softs.
Paper Strings P13. He is also on the softs. DRS has been enabled. That means the virtual safety car has ended. Darren is lapped James. There's not really much to talk about now. The only people close is Jord Key and Tony, who Jord Key has just passed. Tony is still in the points, but SVTGH and Despair are pitting.
Both on, one onto hard and one onto, both onto hards actually.
TGH has jumped Despair in the pits because Despair had to change his front wing. So that's tasty. Rich actually splits the both of them. That's if Rich can... Yeah, Rich splits Despair and TGH coming up the pits. Ninjas is doing pretty well. We started 13th, now is 9th. Made up 4 positions. "16 drivers remain, and we're a little bit less than halfway through this race." AMS Darren leads very comfortably. LET Joe 4.7 seconds back from SV Fridays. God damn it, says Skylar. Ranzi in P5, he's doing very well. From the Alfa Romeo driver. SV Ninja's pits. Has left the session. Who is where? No one is in like battling distance, so it's more of who's gonna gain and pass who. At the moment, I'm pretty sure the only battle we'll see for a bit is Despair and Richard for about a lap, maybe 2 laps.
Darren just got 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
That's not gonna be very good.
I forgot Joe's on the mediums.
He has pushed his tyres pretty long.
Darren's
He's
on
done
hards.
16 flat out laps of pushing everyone. Ramsey speeds into the pit lane. Tony carries on. I think Tony will actually be P6 here. No, scratch that, P7. Depends on how Hunt gets out the pit lane. Yeah, Tony's P6. They're going to be side by side coming out of the pit lane. Well, they were side by side when they came in. Despair is on the back of Richard. Richard stays on the racing line while Despair goes up the inside. Gives Rich absolutely no room as they've made contact.
He kept out the
I
wall.
had a
though.
feeling. I had a feeling an incident like that was coming, but I didn't know when. I think that's it. That in my eyes, I think is a 50-50 due to
Yeah. We'll probably send it.
Despair's left no room for Rich going into the corner. Ramsey runs wide. Ramsey's got damage. Ramsey has front wing damage. He's just pit as well.
Alex with a 3-second time penalty. Hunt down the
Hunt up the
inside
inside of Tony. He
Friday's
made that
pit.
work. Fridays has a bit of a train of George Key, Southern Ping and himself. I say himself, but he's got to try and fight that car through everyone first. Southern Ping will make it difficult for him to get past. George Key, depending on when he pits, will make it extremely difficult for Fridays to get past. Gangster Al gets a Jesus Christ, excuse me, gets a time penalty for ignoring blue flags. I think he spent like a full 2 laps in front of someone.
Fridays, I think it was.
No, it's Southern Ping. Fridays, I was going to say, was attempting to pass Southern Ping, but Southern Ping's in pit.
Tony pits as well.
Kieran, save some ERS plays. 6%'s not going to help you with much. I'm helping you. Oh my god. He got closer and closer to that barrier. On the right. Yeah,
You reckon Joe's going to pit?
Lap 21, 22.
I'm on like Jack.
Maybe
that
lap-
now.
No. That would be a waste. We're at the halfway point of this race, going on to lap 19.
How long is a pit stop around here anyway?
The actual stop of changing tyres, or the actual like into the pit lane, change tyres and back in?
Yeah, that.
That is about 21 to 23 seconds.
He needs to gain at least 10 seconds then. Joe?
I don't think that's going to be possible. I think Joe is going to try and extend it for another 5 laps, and then he's going to go on to the softs till the end. It's doable. It is definitely doable. You're just going to have dead tyres at the end. Tony on Ninjas. Now I'm gonna stay on this fight. Who do you think's gonna win? I've just watched Gareth go left and straight to the right. I think Tony might win this. He's on fresher tyres. Tony actually looks more confident at this track than a lot of the drivers do. Tony's gonna make a move. Up the inside. That is close. Diffusers have been rubbed tonight. This stream needs to be Peggy 18.
PG 18, you mean?
No, Peggy 18. I'm not sure if you've watched the videos of cars riding other cars, but that is Peggy 18. That...
Dalek's about to be lapped by Fridays.
Gareth is so close to... he's defending on the edge of the limits of what is and what isn't allowed. Ninjas keeps it in the middle of the track, makes it a lot difficult for Tony to keep him behind.
Hunt's doing well, to be fair.
Keeping it P5. Joe is in the pits.
Darren's gonna be in the lead again.
It was almost certain he was going to be in the lead. Skyline's left the session. 5 viewers, good evening. You've joined us on lap 21 of 36 of the season finale as Ninjas loses the back end. But you've joined us on the season finale of SVOR Season 2 in Brazil. Future teammates fighting. Yes, future teammates, this is the fight to see who's the #1 driver for Season 3. These guys, I think, will be in the Williams. As Tony tries to go around the outside of Turn 1, keeps it round there, up the inside for Turn 2, and then around the outside for Turn 3, side by side, going down the straight. Oh, contact has been made. Virtual safety car. I have no words for that. I'm not even going to say anything.
Nor do I.
I'm just gonna. We'll just. I'm pretty sure we're stewarding, so we'll wait for the clips to come in, and we'll let everyone decide. Well, we'll decide when we can. Oh no, dearie me! Of course. We don't know what to say either. We're just gonna wait until the recordings come in. But DRS has been enabled. We may resume. LET Joe and Fridays are on the back of each other. Joe's on the softs on lap 22 of 36. There is absolutely no way he is making them go to the end. There's no way. They could do about 12, 13 laps. Maybe 14 if you're lucky. Well, thinking about it now, you could. But Joe, you are lagging like an absolute madman. Leave McDonald's as quick as possible, please. But meanwhile, a quiet race from the man himself, SVTJH. He's keeping it good, keeping it cool. He's in a comfortable P5 as he loses the back end. That could possibly be P6 as George Keys came out about 4 seconds behind.
Lag is happening right now.
Now, I'd be surprised. Oh, they're going side by side into turn 1. Oh, there's so many side by side actions here. I was expecting more side by side stuff to be happening, but
Who's actually got penalties? Let's have a look.
don't say it. Just we're keeping this.
I think
secret.
Darren.
You can know, but just don't tell me or the stream, because we want to leave it as a surprise to the end. Richard and Despairs have met back on track, so this is going to be a tasty one. How much more aggressive is Despairs going to be towards Richard after that incident? I'm going to say 110% more. Yellow flag. That is Tony that's spun, and he has no front wing.
Quite literally.
So that literally no front wing.
The Spaz is in a Ferrari sandwich, pretty much.
He's just tried a move that wasn't.
Let go with the fastest lap of the race.
Was that like a 1 minute 9.7?
1 minute 10.
1 minute 8. 1 minute 10. It was somewhere along the lines of that. I think we've just had a donation, I'm not going to lie, I've just seen something, but I can't say anything just yet because I didn't actually have my eye on it. So, if that was a donation, thank you very much. Despair, I'll just go back to these guys, up the inside. He's left no room again! He just literally gave Rich no room to turn in, so Rich has I'm not going to say anymore, I'm not going to be biased, but no room was left on the entrance to that corner.
Tony with a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. God damn it, Tony!
You're doing so well. You still can. I have faith in you, Tony. I have faith you'll do well. I know you will. All we need is a safety car. Jord Key, 1.1 seconds behind SVTGH. He does have DRS from Gangster Al though, so that will help him. I don't think he'll have DRS now. Yeah, he will. So DRS for Jord Key. He'll absolutely wonders for his first race back from, I think his last race was about last season, halfway through. Let's just Jord Key, James, Tony, Daleks are doing like a 2-stop. Oh, loses the back end. Now, I'm not sure, but Jord Key is actually on the pad for this race. I'm not sure if he was using the wheel or not. Doesn't look like he is, but he's got...
He doesn't have a wheel, as far as I know.
I was told he had. But if that is the pad, you have very accurate... Well, you've got very good accuracy. That's all I'm going to say. But he makes a very easy move. I think it was around the outside. At the inside, he still made the move work. That was a pretty decent move. Gonna be a very tasty battle between these two. Despair and Ramsey are also battling for 4th in the championship. Whoever outscores who will get 4th. They're like 3 points, about 3-ish points from China, I think. So it's going to be tasty how this ends up. They've got Richard in between them both. How many people use a wheel? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people use a wheel.
The bars broke.
That'll probably be figured out in a bit, but about 8 people use a wheel. That is myself. Fridays.
Alex.
Jord Key, I'm going to class uses a wheel because, well, when I used to race him, he used a wheel, I think, but he has one now. Paper Stream, Daleks, Tony, Gangster Al, Ninjas are all the people that use wheels. I hope that's about 8, because if not, I've been exposed, because by the looks of it I might not be able to count. Oh, also Hunt uses a wheel on separate occasions. Depends on how he feels, but I think he's using a controller now, as LET Joe sets the fastest lap of 1 minute 10.4. I think Ramsey still has front wing damage from... Yeah, he's got end plate damage. Yellow flag. Where is that?
I think that was a guy moving out the way, if I'm correct. Yeah, it was Dalek moving out the way. For Gangster Al. Oh, back.
At the moment, the closest people on track is SV Ramsey and Southern Ping. 1.1 seconds between them both. At the moment, AMS Darren is on for a win. LET Joe is on for 2nd place, and SV Fridays is on for 3rd.
I think Joe has to pit again, though.
He might, but if that does happen, I'm pretty sure he'll be put down to... if he's 5 seconds, that he'd be P5, P6, possibly P7. Jeez.
Oh great, me and got a clip already.
The bot is not
Lovely.
broke. There you go.
Oh, it's because I was
There's the
doing it with
standings. You left a space between some
Yeah.
of them, but I'm a pad user. Well, I hope it'd be nice to battle you next season, Matty boy. Hopefully getting a wheel in the next few months.
Same that. But I won't be doing it because I won't be joining till season 4. But I'll only be doing F2.
Gangster hour 3-second time penalty. Let's keep an eye on. Let's keep an eye on Ramsey and Southern Pain. I think
Yeah,
Ramsey's
Despez
a bit
is on
quicker in
80
sector
points,
1.
and Ramsey's on 77.
They got a 3-point gap.
Yep.
The
way it stands at the moment, Despez will win, get P4.
Let's give a little bit of airtime to the man in P6. He's not had a lot of airtime, a lot of this. So better give him some. Using the number 95 and a gold helmet. Final race of I think his league racing career for a while. He's going to have a break. He is a team principal of the Mercedes manufacturer, so he'll have some stuff to do with SVOR still, just taking a break from racing.
I think if I'm correct, I'm
Aiming.
commentating with fucking Luke next season.
Well, we'll have to figure that out when it comes to it. Season 3 over the horizon. Start date will be announced soon, so keep an eye out.
Normally, when the new game comes out, though, we normally give people time to get used to the game, don't we, before we start the season?
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say it now, but as I said last week, when we done the team principal announcement, but fuck it. Instead of time trials, we will be doing 2 pre-season tests instead. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that, but you'll probably hear it over the next couple of days when this comes out on YouTube, or if you watch it after the race on Twitch. It'll be 2. We won't say what tracks yet, but we're doing pre-season sessions instead. But moving on from season 3, we're still in season 2. Lap 32 and 36, so that's about 5-ish laps to go.
I'll give it to Joe, by the way. He's kept these tyres.
I would keep an eye on the fronts for any blisters, mainly the front right. So keep an eye on that. Hopefully getting you on the next few months. Read that. I had a few battles with Ramsey and AOR. How many of them did you win? That is the question. Not how many did you lose, how many did you win, because that is the thing everyone wants to know. Good evening to the, well, I was going to say 6 viewers, but it went straight down to 5. So, good evening, you've joined us at the end of the race. Lap 33 of 36. AMS Darren leads by 3.8 seconds. To this man here, LET Joe, going on for 2nd place, moved up 12 positions from P14. Then P3, SV Fridays, making it a Williams 1-3 for the podium. And then RSF1 Hunt, P4, George Key P5, SVTGH MP6, Despair 7, Richard 8th, SV Ramsey P9, and running at the top 10 is Southern Ping. I'm only doing the top 10 because they will be awarded points unless someone outside the top 10 gets the fastest lap. But around this point in the race, one shot, who do you think is the driver of the day?
Joe. For definite. Started literally outside of the... Started 14th and he's gained 12 places. So...
We'll do a commentator driver of the day, and we'll do a viewer driver of the day. So if you are viewing, please comment who you think driver of the day is. Most votes will get driver of the day. I'm only doing this for fun of this race. Well, the commentator driver of the day is LET Joe. So if you guys would like to comment, well, I would say like, comment, subscribe, but please comment who you think driver of the day is. I've already got one vote for Joe. And he is the only one that has literally commented since Skyline crashed about an hour ago. But George Key is on the back of RSF1 Hunt. I've got one vote for Joe.
Joe is trying to hunt down Darren, by the way.
Doesn't surprise me, he wants to win. He'll definitely be driver of the day if he goes from kinda last to first. Yeah, George Key 6/10 behind Hunt. 2 laps to go. That is not the camera view I want for if a battle is happening in front. Maybe. Oh, they both.
George Key and Hunt.
Yeah, they.
Yes, 3-second time penalty.
Exact same corner.
I gotta
don't
admit
see
though,
the
the
camera
centre
view.
is a bitch to... Oh, Daleks is off. Didn't reset though, so he's learning.
He hasn't reset to track this whole race.
He's
So
learning.
that's no time penalty for him. A little bit of a tap from George Key for Hunt. Now, if I'm mistaken, if Darren gets fastest lap, he's led every single lap of this race.
There was a couple of laps he didn't lead. Joe was in first, weren't he? And Darren pitted.
Yeah, that's a fair point. He could have gotten, I think it's the second Grand Slam of this season. Oh my god. Oh, no, no. I do apologise, but, well, I don't know why I'm apologising. Were you on board with George Key and Hunt?
Nope.
I was gonna say, I'm just going to record the last 2 minutes of that. Naughty, yes, naughty, correct, my good Sir Matty boy. Well, all I'm gonna just tell you what happened. So, oh wait, I don't want to yet.
And Darren comes across the line.
Darren across the line to win the final race of the season. Good.
And he gets a 5-second
Then
time penalty for unserving a penalty.
Joe finishes second. Fridays will finish third. When he gets there, don't you dare spin it. Don't you dare. That is his final race of SVOR as well. So he crosses the line. Hunt in P4. George Key in a P5. And SVTGH across the line for his final race. P6.
P5?
Did not expect that.
Spares P7.
P5.
Out to
so
Spares
we'll be-
P8. Richard P7.
So
Randy.
the people we'll be inviting to the interviews is the top 3 and SVTJH. Would you be able to invite them, please?
Yep, I'm doing that now. Darren.
So that is the end of the race. AMS Darren with one of the most dominant wins I've ever seen. He literally led from start to finish until the point where he had to pit, and then he had to try and get it back. But it was great to watch from the top 3. Joe second from literally the middle of the grid all the way up, and Fridays keeps it. Well, I don't know where he finished at. Well, started. I think he finished like. Well, he finished P3. He started. I'm actually confused. He started 4th, so he moved up a position. So that is it for this race. AMS Darren, LET Joe, SV Fridays are on the top 3. RSF1 Hunt P4, SVTJH into P5 because Jord Key had a penalty. Richard in 7th, LR Despair 8th, Southern Ping in 9th, and running out the top 10 is Ramsey. So, I'm going to start off with the race winner, AMS Darren. You had a very dominant win, I might say. Only due to literally everyone around you didn't have as much pace as you did, but you kind of led it from start to finish. Tell us how your race went. Well, congratulations for the final win of the season. You deserved it fully. We'll move on to second place, LET Joe. A little bit of a shocker in quali, put you down into P14, but you forgot about that in the race. Overtook absolutely everyone. So you've shown you had the pace for top 3, maybe the win if you were qualified up there. Tell us how your race went.
Yeah, it went pretty well. I mean, started on the mediums, and then I just thought to myself, you know what, just throw the kitchen sink in and do whatever you can. So then when I got past Fridays for P2, I was like, oh, I've got a race here, I can try and catch Darren. And then my batteries ran out when I was getting the pits, so I was a bit slow coming out, and then I lost the position to Jorky and Friday, so I had to re-overtake them, and then I was catching Darren, but I just ran out of laps, so it was pretty good at the end. I mean, yeah.
Congratulations on your P2. I'm pretty sure you were our driver of the day as well.
Thank you.
So that's a thing to be happy about as well. Move on to P3, SV Fridays. Your last league race, I think it is for SVOR. So it was a special one. Pretty quick through the whole weekend. Just kept yourself clean, really. From our side, didn't see much of what you were doing. But yeah, tell us how your race went.
If I could just put a GIF in, it would just be a tumbleweed. That's pretty much how my race went. So I had lap 1 was a little frisky going into turn 1. It's tight, a lot tighter than I really thought it was. That's what she said. Anyway, going into turn 2, I kind of let it go, and I got around the outside of Kieran and stayed ahead of him, and then I had to go chase down Jordy and Jordy and Adam, sorry, and luckily got around both of them and kind of just stayed there for the race. Adam was catching me all throughout. I think I murdered my tires, but you know, it's nothing you could do. And then all of a sudden, I just see all bat out of hell coming through in the Renault. I'm like, okay, well, he's definitely gonna try to challenge for the win. So if I can get past him or keep him at bay for a little bit, maybe I can try to help Darren maybe a slight bit. But you know, there's nothing else I could have done for me. So I was in the Lando Norris role today, I think.
I was gonna say Carlos Sainz because you barely had any viewing time.
Yeah, that too.
But yeah, congratulations. And it was nice. It was actually nice to have you for the last half of the season. Made yourself up. I think it was into second or third in the championship.
Yeah, I got second. I got it. I got the 3 points I needed, so I got P2 on merit.
Well, congratulations to you. And we'll go on to the man, the myth, and the legend, SVTJH 2020. Your race is finally done.
Yeah.
You finished P5. Well, I'm not going to say anything else, just tell us how your race went.
Yeah, obviously I spoke to you after qualifying, so you know how that went. Race,
Yeah.
I have no idea what happened to Darren at the start. He kind of just wanted to see how the wall was, I'm guessing. So that kind of shit me off. I was like, oh fucking hell, Darren's in the wall. And then, yeah, it came to the race start. Got a really decent start, I think. I think I was up to, P3 going into turn 1. But that outside, like, on the outside, you can't really do much unless you're, like, side by side. I was just like, okay, I'm going to keep it clean. Obviously, it was my last race, so decided to kind of, like, let everyone, like, through so I didn't cause a collision. And then I had Ramsey coming at me, and then I think he disconnected. I think that's when Despairs. Oh no, that's when I think Joe got through. And then yeah, I just wanted to make it easier for Joe, so I just kind of let him through. Really, he was going to get me anyways, but I thought I'd make it a lot easier for him. So yeah, he got past me, and then I was catching up to Jord, and he made a mistake out of the final corner. And I got him round the outside, which I thought was quite a decent move. Started to pull away, and then I think he pitted really early, because I'm pretty sure he started on the mediums, and he pitted, I thought...
He had wing
early,
damage.
But... okay. So yeah, he obviously then pitted, and then obviously eventually caught back up after I made my pit stop, because he jumped me in the pits. And then, yeah, just kind of... Despairs kind of gave me a tap on the rear in the first couple of laps. Which I thought was quite fun, but no real damage really. If anything, I think karma caught up to him when he got absolutely yeeted from Richard. I don't think Richard intentionally tried to take him out. I think it was just
multiple incidents between. Well, I say multiple, like 2 incidents happened, and it was into turn 4. It's a debatable one.
In all honesty, I don't really care about their races at the end of the day. I'm only really focusing on mine. And then yeah, just kind of kept myself to myself. Just trying to save the tyres at the end, which I thought I did quite well, saving the fuel, managing at ERS and using it at the right times, which I think kept me ahead of Despairs. I was trying to save like in the last kind of 6 laps, and he was catching me up, so every straight I kind of went on, I was just putting it back up, and I was able to keep the lead. I knew he had 6 seconds and I didn't have any, so I think that kind of helped me as well. And then I thought P6 was kind of it, and I was going to be really happy with P6. I know it's probably not the best race to end on, but and then when I crossed the line, I just saw myself move up to P5. Not really sure what penalties kind of Jord had, but really got him. I think he had a incident with Hunt on the last
He did,
lap,
yes.
I believe, and I think he'll probably get investigated for that. So You never know. I could potentially move up to P4. I'm not really sure yet. But yeah, I mean, it's been a great race. It's been obviously I haven't raced all season, but obviously sat on the sidelines watching it. Obviously, I do want to say thank you again for everyone participating, whether you raced one race or two races or the whole entire season. So yeah, I can't wait for season 3. Obviously, season 3 is just around the corner. A lot of brand new stuff, and talking of season 3, we do have a slight announcement. Pre-season will start within, I think, the first couple of weeks of when the game comes out. I think it's about 3 weeks in, but it's a little bit different, obviously, this season. Obviously, in real life, they don't actually do a race, so this season we are going to be having 2 45-minute practice sessions at, I believe, Zandvoort and Spain. I'm not sure if it's that way round. So
is the tracks. We'll just not tell you in what order yet.
yeah.
So
yeah, obviously that will be interesting. Obviously, with the whole principal thing, it's going to be quite interesting to see how the teams kind of do in their pre-season testings. Like I said, obviously there's 2 45 minutes. I wish there was longer. I think we can put up to 90, but I'm not sure if
we can do
that
90,
online.
but I don't know if anyone will actually sit there for 90 minutes.
I mean, you
People
race
should,
for about
because
90
that's what
minutes.
they do in a race.
I mean, I would.
So I think that will. I think we'll stick to 45 because I mean, if you add them together, it's 90. So, but yeah, that's kind of what all I have to say. Yeah, congratulations to Darren on winning the race. Fantastic race for him. Joe was just rapid. I don't think anyone was gonna be able to catch him. Unfortunately, couldn't just get Darren, and obviously Fridays picking up the last podium for SV as well. So yeah, great race all round. Yeah, that's all I really have to say.
The fact that no one can really say anything about me other than I've got a podium shows how fucking non-existent I am. Thank you. Good night.
you didn't do
I didn't see
anything though.
you.
That was the
I didn't
point.
see you all race.
Saying this.
I saw you at the
No,
start.
you're
of the
more
race,
of
and that was
Carlos
it.
Sainz.
Also, hola.
Smooth operator.
Smooth operator.
Well, I think that's everything. So we'll end the stream there. But as a very nice note to end on. Not very much to say, as I would have said see you next week, but we'll see you for Wednesday, F2. Don't know what rounds they are, but it's Hungary.
15 and 16.
I think it's 15 and 16, thank you. I knew someone would know what rounds it are. But other than that, for F1, that's it. Next time you'll be seeing us is on the new game for pre-season. So that's a good night from me and Jack and everyone on the podium, and we'll see you
I mean,
on Wednesday.
bye.